was like, you see, Sam, do you have time? Let me explain this to you. Just discover. There's no tomorrow. There's no yesterday. Today is the only day we have. I said, okay. He said, it's like I've heard that thing before. I said, well, I heard it, but it's a different version. But the truth is, there is no future and there is no past. Today is the only day you have. And when we first of all talk about it in a seminar, we say today is a gift for you. And your principle, the principle that governs today is the principle that governs your life. If you can get it right today and repeat the same success story today, that means you are sure of getting it right in the future. So it's not about projecting or something. So one of the things we're going to teach them is what? I wrote it here. The principle of conquering your day. Because until you can conquer one day, forget about 1 week, forget about 1 month or a year. But if you understand the principle that governs one single day, and you're successful in that one single day, the principle that governs one day is what principle that governs the rest of your life. It's just like you want to take 1,000 steps, and you can take one successfully without falling. You apply the same concept to take the second one, and you take the third one. It's so sure because it's the same principle. But if you cannot conquer one day, you can't successfully go through one day, you don't know principle that governs your day, you don't know what you want to achieve in one day, and one day slip by, tomorrow is going to be the same thing, you repeat the same pattern. And that pattern, you repeat the pattern in a week, in a month, in a year. You're cutting short your life. The future is not guaranteed if you can't conquer your day. I actually have something written, I put it on my wall there. Conquering your day in my office. Not this one, in my office. In my office, the conquering your day. Conquering your day, that's it. If you can conquer one day and you repeat the same pattern, you conquer 1 week. You conquer the same thing. If you do one business today, you understand the principle of producing and doing business. The same principle, if you do $1,000 business today, the same principle of doing business applies to $10,000 business. But you can't start from 10,000 if you have not been able to be successful in 1,000. You're dead. So you're going to teach them how to conquer it. The second thing we're going to teach them, because I'm saying what the future holds. This is what people need to know going to the future. Don't worry about too many things, but worry about today. Because if you're not successful about today, why are you worried about tomorrow? The reason is if you fail in doing what you need to do today, you carry that failure to tomorrow. And you begin to drag yesterday to today and trying to figure out for the future. No, you're going to mess everything up. Find a way to figure out today, be successful in your endeavor today, and then if you're successful today, you step into tomorrow with the same concept of today, and you conquer each day. Don't worry, don't call tomorrow, call today. Every day is one day. So the second thing we're teaching them is the law of productivity. That's it. There's no way you can go anywhere in life. This law applies to everything you do. If you're a family person, if you have a ministry, if you have anything you do, this is the key to life, productivity. What are you producing? That's what your identity is based on. What's your product? The law of productivity. You need to know what you're producing and how to produce it. And this law revolves around your belief system and your mindset. The third one, the third one is tell your vision. This is really critical. This tell your vision is really critical, right? Especially in this day of social media. Everybody wants to go on TikTok, everybody want to go on Instagram, everybody want to go on YouTube. But what do you see when we learn about tell your vision? Is first of all to deliver yourself from being brainwashed by the programming system of entertainment industry. Because the entertainment industry have really confused the society. They really sell to us their concept. Their psychology, of what they want you to see, how they want you to perceive life, how they want you to interpret even your life. You internalize it once you watch all this program and you begin to look at life from the perspective of what has been programmed to you from entertainment. That's not the reality of life. That's why a lot of people have, they're desperate, confused, frustrated because they cannot understand how to tell their vision, but they are buying from those people that are programming the system. But as a younger person, you need to know how to tell your vision. Your voice needs to be heard. People need to know that you have something to produce. I'm not saying the TikTok thing and just people doing silly stuff, and some people can say they're going to go to school and bathroom and break things. That's not it. That's not it. You got to be a force that can be reckoned with. And the last time we were teaching this, it's like it seems very simple. The heart of gratitude. You have to be what? Gratitude is a pathway to contentment. Because a lot of people, it's not. I can't even know how to emphasize it. If you are where you are today and you cannot be grateful for where you are today, you're going to be frustrated by it and you will not get to where you want to get to tomorrow. Because the anxiety of you not being grateful today will destroy where your vision, your ability to see clearly, to say, okay, there's a hope for me for tomorrow. But first of all, you have to be grateful. Have a spirit and mind of gratitude. Whatever you have, whatever your background is, wherever situation you find yourself, you need to know this principle. You need to know this principle. This is like a fuel that moves you forward, that moves your engine. Oh, you have this, you can conquer your day, or you have the law of productivity, and you can tell your vision. But these things will not happen at once and move you to where you need to be in the future. But while you're preparing to go to the future, you need to learn this principle, the principle of gratitude. This is what will make you to say, I want to run 6 miles, but I can only do just half a mile. But because I couldn't do 6 miles doesn't mean I should be disappointed about myself. I'm grateful that I can still carry my leg. I'm grateful that I still have a vision. Yeah? I'm grateful like Renka is going to go play soccer tomorrow. You got to be grateful about so many things in your life. Gratitude. All right. About to stop now. So this night, let me encourage you about self-growth. This is the last thing I want to talk about, self-growth. Now, this is as simple as saying, every single day of your life, you are exposed to growth. But if you cannot measure how you are growing, your growth that you are experiencing may be detrimental to where you want to be in life. So you need to know, this is the truth, this is principle. You are growing daily, all right? You are growing in character, you are growing in knowledge, you are growing in wisdom, you are growing in relationship. If you cannot measure how you are growing, you probably might be having a negative growth because you can't measure it. But you have to understand and pay attention to your growth every day. And how do you know how you're growing? What is your activities in a day? Watch what you do every day. Because every day there is a seed that is being sown into your life, and there's a seed that every day check yourself. Is there an inflow of wisdom and outflow of wisdom? The decisions you make per day, is it based on impulses or it's based on wisdom? You need to know. Don't live like, all right, I'm growing, I'm just looking toward my birthday. You might be growing in a negative way. You might be acquiring negative, character and you don't know. You might be having a negative mindset and you don't know because you can't quantify how you're growing. But every single day you got to question yourself, what is my activity for today? And that activity will tell you the seed that you are sowing today is the harvest you're going to have tomorrow. It's part of conquering your day. If you don't know what seed you are sowing in a day, you don't know the harvest you are expecting. But if you deliberately know, today I read about 5 pages of book and I know what that's going to do. You are sowing a seed. You already know the direction of your travel. You don't need to be worried because you know what's happening in the day. What you sow is what you're going to reap. So you got to understand your growth pattern. Am I growing spiritually? Am I growing mentally? Am I acquiring wisdom? Listen, this is very simple. This is you every day. If you're not growing in wisdom, guess what you're doing? If you're not growing in wisdom, guess what you're doing? There's an opposite of wisdom. What is that? Foolishness. Mm-hmm. That's it. There's no two ways. There's no neutral. If I'm growing every day my activities must reflect wisdom. If I make decision that is not based on wisdom, I made that decision based on foolishness. So my growth is going to be what? Resulting in foolishness based on my daily activities. So I need to be conscious. What am I learning each day? How am I applying that concept? What is it bringing for me? And what do I need to do more to get better? So that's you have to pay attention to your growth, because the future you're going to is not automatic. You have to deliberately plan that future. And the future you don't create, you can't get to it. So tomorrow we're going to talk about more. Mr. Awolade is going to be the one who start 5 o'clock tomorrow, and then followed by Pastor Hernandez. Thank you so much for today. Thank you for your teaching today, trust. And then I'll close it up tomorrow. So I hope we're still going to learn more tomorrow. And I hope you've learned something today. So don't forget, you're growing every day. And then understand, this is where how far we have come for the past 3 years. The first year, we know where we started from. Last year, we know what exactly we learned. The deficit, the world is in deficit of wisdom. It's the principal thing, but people are not paying attention to it. And it's going to the collapse of the middle class. And tomorrow I'm going to talk about preparation. I forgot to give you this. Alright, I'm going to give you this. Just scan through it tonight. It's just an highlight of our journey. So, right, that will be it for today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.